Hey guys, welcome back to the HS Girls YouTube channel. My name is Elainee and I will be doing your devotion every Saturday, or most Saturdays. I know I missed last Saturday, so I'm really sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties and I couldn't post one, so I'm really sorry about that. But I will be trying to do better. Next week I will have a special guest doing one of the devotions for me. So you will not see I will not be doing the devotion. I have someone to do it for me. I'm really excited and I hope you guys are too. Let's just start this thing with prayer. Dear Lord, I pray whoever's watching this that they will get touched by this somehow in any way. I pray that during this difficult time that you help whoever is in need, and I pray that they'll find some good in this time, and that you will help us grow from this and learn new experiences, Lord. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, and hope this lesson touch as many as it can, and in your name I pray. So, as you know, from the title, I'm talking about our job as Christians. Being a Christian is a job, a hard job, and some of us just think, well, I said the prayer and now I'm saved, and I don't have to do anything else. Well, that is completely wrong. After you let Jesus into your heart, you have to keep pursuing him. You have to keep working. Why do I call it a job? Well, it's hard work and we all have a different role to play. If you look in the Bible, as soon as you open it up, you will most likely see someone that had a job to do. Like, for instance, Noah. He had a very important job. He had to build an ark to save animals and his family from the flood. That was a huge role to play. And through it, he was mocked and criticized, like, why are you building a boat? It hasn't rained in days. But he stayed faithful and worked hard for the Lord, and he did his job. Another one is Joseph. He was the only one that could understand the dream of the king, and through that he got put at a high place. That was his job. His job was to know dreams and read them and understand them and tell what they meant to other people. And we still have jobs. If you're struggling to find what your job is, some examples are just to look in the Bible and read in the Bible, just to try to understand how God uses people a little more. And another thing to do is to self-reflect. To self-reflect is to look back on yourself, to notice your weaknesses and your strengths. God has given us all unique gifts. Self-reflection can help you see all of the gifts that God has given you. To use those gifts to praise and worship God. That is our job. Putting being a Christian in a job context might turn some people away, because I know some people just really don't like the word job. Or just they don't like their job. I mean, that's understandable. Jobs are hard work and you have to put a lot of time and effort in them. So that's really understandable. And a lot of people just hate their jobs, and it's really sad to think about. But a lot of people just don't get the opportunity to do what they love, and so that might turn some people away. But I thought it would be the easiest way to understand if I put it in a job context, because most people today, they know, like, what a job is, um, like, you get up, you go to work, you do your specific job, and you work hard to provide, for your family and people around you, and then you get paid. And in a worldly job, your reward is money. But your job as a Christian, our reward is everlasting life. And not just everlasting life. We have no debt to pay because Jesus Christ has already paid it. So, being a Christian might be hard work. It might be a hard job. And I'm not saying, oh, if pray this prayer, everything's going to be perfect from now on. No, it's not. And if you think it is, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Because I know a lot of people tell you people what they want to hear, and I've done that before, so I understand. You don't want to hurt people's feelings or stuff like that. But being a Christian is hard work, and we will be persecuted. We will be laughed at. It says so right in the Bible that we will be persecuted. But we shouldn't be afraid of what these people will think or what will they do, because it says so 365 times in 145 verses. Do not be afraid. And so, what do we have to fear? This is not about fear. Just saying. In 365 times, look it up. Because I know it right now. I'm going through something that is scary right now. If you didn't know, I have lesional epilepsy, and it's been a really hard battle. I've had it for about a year, or I started having seizures for about a year. It was from a traumatic brain injury that they said I've had all my life, or I've hit my head when I was a kid. I don't really know how I got it, but I had it, or I have it now. But so right now I've had a lot of tests done, a lot of like getting my blood taken and stuff like that. And if you know me, I'm terrified of needles, okay? Terrified. And I've had my blood drawn before, but like now, since I've like had it taken so much, it's not as bad as it first was. Like, I used to cry, or I said I used to, but I probably still will. I used to cry getting shots taken. Like, I had a full fit. And getting blood drawn is way worse than just getting a shot taken. Because a shot taken is just in and out, but you gotta like have this whole situation when you're getting your blood drawn. It's a big deal for me because I'm terrified of needles. But that's not even the scariest part, because when I was having seizures all day and they couldn't stop, I had to go into a ambulance, and they had to do a IV, and boy was that something. Thankfully, thankfully, actually, I was kind of out of it because I was having seizures and stuff like that. And I was like in between a seizure, and so I didn't really notice it until like he started poking around and he couldn't find the vein, and so it was like hurting and like blood was running down my arm. It was something. But I don't know why I went off there. Oh, yeah, okay. So, I'm going through a time right now, that is, scary. And a lot of people who would be going through this would be fearful. And I am, to an extent. I wouldn't say that I'm absolutely deathly afraid. No. But I'm supposed to be flying to Boston in the 17th, on the July 17th. And I will be getting a lot of tests done there. And then I will probably gonna be having brain surgery. And so that's a kind of a big deal. I mean, never in my life would I have thought that I would have epilepsy. Like, I saw it on things, like on TV or stuff like that, and I was just like, I feel bad for them, you know? Like, I wish they didn't have that or whatever. But when it's you, it's kind of like surreal. Like, do I actually have this? Like, this is crazy. I never thought that I would have something like this. I never thought that I would have to be having brain surgery. But that's in my plans now. And so I said all of this to say there's no point on being fearful. Even if you're gonna have to have a major surgery or whatever it is. I mean, I'm gonna be flying on a plane for the first time. That's gonna be something. But I say all this to say is that why fear now when he holds the world in his hands? Why fear or worry when you don't know what's going to happen? They could say that I'm not eligible for surgery and I'd have to take this completely different route. So why fear now? And I'm completely fine with having surgery. Again, I hate surgery. I hate the idea of it. I know it helps people and everything. It just scares me to think about. But if it's something I have to have done to live a life that I can live and not have to worry, am I going to have a seizure this day or the next day? Can I go and be a normal teenager? Then I'll take it. I have a chance that I can be a normal teenager without having seizures and without worrying or without even taking medicines that drain my energy and that, like, don't make me act right. And so, instead of looking at it in a fearful way, I look at it as a blessing. Because, some people don't get these chances, you know? I'm so blessed to have this chance to actually live a healthy life. Some people go through seizures and they never get medicine because they don't have insurance or they don't have a good doctor or they just can't. And so I say all of this because my plans changed rapidly with my whole seizure thing. They changed big time. I thought my job was to just be a teenager, you know, just live life. I was gonna try to get a worldly job and try to get a, car and stuff like that. But it changed completely. Jesus was like, that's not your job. Not right now. That is not your plan. And so he changed my outcome. So now my job is to tell my story, and to help others that may be going through this, or, I mean, I still am, but it's to show others that it's going to be okay with whatever they're going through. To be a leader, to be a light, like every Christian is called to do. And we might all have the same jobs. I mean, we all have the same job, is to glorify and show God's love. But we all have different gifts. Some people have the gift of singing, and they can be a worship leader and lead people to Christ that way. And that is absolutely amazing. I wish I had a good voice or any musical talent, but I do not. Sadly. But I just hope that anyone who's watching this just can try to find out what their job is and learn how to glorify God in a way that is pleasing to Him and that you feel comfortable. Well, no, I wouldn't say comfortable, because we cannot be comfortable when being a Christian. Comfortability is laziness. It's, I'm just, fine, whatever. It's not work. We cannot be comfortable. We have to be always striving and working hard for the Lord. And I know a lot of you are like, what? I want to be comfortable all the time. You can't. I'm sorry. Because when you get comfortable, you get lazy, and then you turn away from God. So, don't get comfortable. But I want to leave you with a verse. It is 1 John 2:17, and it says, "The way of the works is the way of life, for he who does the will of God abides forever." So I just want to thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry if this kind of got a little, like, every which way. I'm really sorry. Did not expect to be saying all of this. But I just thought, I don't know. I just thought I would, I guess. So I am sorry if this video is long. Forgive me. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so blessed for being able to do this channel, or being able to contribute to this channel. I thank y'all so much for watching, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you really like this whole channel and you just want to keep, tuning in and you need some notifications, click subscribe and then hit the bell, and you will get notifications from every time we upload. So please do that if you want to. If you don't. But, yeah, thank y'all so much, and I'm gonna leave you with a prayer. So, let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for all these people who's watching right now. If they watched through the whole video, really hope they did. Thank you so much for all your blessings upon us, Lord. Thank you so much for everything you do for us every day, even though we can't see it all the times. I pray for you to give us some time just to reflect on ourselves and to find our gifts that you have given us, Lord. I pray that we will all have open eyes, Lord, and that we will see every little tiny thing you do, because you are everywhere and you are good. I pray this all in your name. Amen. Bye, guys.